All right, Matt Hall, Grant Flanders here from Jack Trice Stadium, where K-State falls to Iowa State 42-38. Matt, talk me through this game.
Hard to do, of course. You know, K-State leads 38-21, I believe it was, with just over 12 minutes left to play in the contest. Game certainly wasn't over, but at that point it feels like Iowa State has to basically play perfect the rest of the way to have a chance, and that wasn't even really the case. Within 6 minutes, I believe Iowa State had taken the lead in this game, or at least put themselves back in this game. K-State had a shot down late to respond and take a lead itself, but a fourth down pass to Dalton Schoen that was possibly interfered with felt incomplete. K-State couldn't get a stop late, and K-State's win streak over Iowa State is snapped in an ironic but somewhat appropriate way after K-State found so many ways to beat Iowa State in this series. It ends when Iowa State finds a way to come back and beat K-State.
Quarterback Skyler Thompson shared similar thoughts to Matt.
I mean, walking out of there, it's like, you know, how do we lose, you know? It's like, played so well, I felt like, on offense. We opened it up, and I felt like we threw the ball well. We got the running game going. I mean, man, like, I seriously, I don't understand how we just lost. Like, that's just how I feel. I felt like I played one of my best games of the year. I was clicking, like everybody was clicking, and it's like we just didn't win on the scoreboard. It's like, man, you know, that's what hurts the most, and especially for the seniors, you know. I was never anticipating that being our last game this year, so it was like, dang, like that was my last time playing with Dalton Reisner, and, you know, like Dalvin Warmack, I mean, Zach Reuter, I mean, there's guys on this team that I care so much about, and just put in perspective that, you know, some of those guys probably never play again. And I just wish I could have made another play to put us in a position to win for, you know, so we could get those guys out on the right note in the bowl game. But, you know, I feel like the best, you know, what I can say is that, you know, we didn't, you know, give up, or nobody dropped their heads. Nobody gave up this year, and this year was probably one of the toughest seasons I've ever been a part of as a football player ever in my life. And as far as the ups and downs and adversity that we faced, and we just kept on fighting, we kept on getting through it, and trying our best to just keep plugging and keep moving on and getting through it all. And I felt like we did at point in time, but there were some times where we just couldn't get over that hump, and that's what's, you know, it's just frustrating. But you know, it hurts. You know, it really hurts, and especially in an atmosphere like that. You know, that's kind of something I've dreamed about playing in my whole life, and, you know, being on the road with the crowd going crazy and getting the ball in my hands is going to go win the game, you know. And we fell short, and that sucks. But like I said, I'm just really proud of this team for how we fought this year, and, you know, we got to keep our heads up, and, you know, life goes on.
So yeah, obviously a tough loss for Skyler Thompson. Take me through the effort, though, that K-State showed on this field tonight.
I think what Skyler said and what Coach Snyder said after the game was accurate. I thought K-State played really, really hard tonight, did a lot of things well. At one point late, that secondary was Darrell Patterson, Kevion McGee, Jaron McPherson, Eli Walker, 4 junior college transfers. 2 of them new this year. There were a lot of injuries to deal with. A lot of teams deal with that, but K-State certainly battled it tonight. And I don't think anybody should question the Wildcats' effort. Really, the last few games. They come into this thing 3-6 with 3 games left to play. They beat Kansas, they beat Texas Tech, and it looks like tonight they're going to beat Iowa State, get this done. They can't get it done. They're going to miss the bowl game. That's all disappointing, but I don't think effort was a problem tonight.
We talked to Justin Hughes after the game. He shared Bill Snyder's message in the locker room after this tough loss.
We fought hard this season. He loves our fight. He loves our never quit attitude, our never quit mentality. That's what kind of we had in this going into this season. After a few losses when we got down in the season and our record, so we kind of fought back, and we had a chance to fight and get to the bowl game, and we just came up a little short.
So Matt, K-State finishes the season 5-7. What do you think about the future of this team, and what did you think of the season as a whole?
The season as a whole, of course, disappointing. K-State goes 5-7 in a season where I think most people expected, 7-8 wins in that range. That didn't happen, of course. Not going to go to a bowl game for the first time in a long time, so that's disappointing. I think people should be disappointed with the season, but as I say that, I do think there's a lot of great effort given from this team, particularly, like I said, the last 3-4 weeks. I don't think that changes or should be taken away or be disrespected. And the future is really the question. We heard John Kurtz, big credit to him for asking Bill Snyder after the game what he thought about his future. I think Coach Snyder's words were something along the lines of, that's the last thing on my mind right now. Totally respect the answer. I think he's hurting for himself and his kids right now, but that is what's on K-State fans' minds right now. I think this is some speculation, but I think we'll probably hear something relatively soon within the next few days, as Bill Snyder, of course, expected by many to retire after this season. That's probably the most likely outcome, but we'll wait and see what he says here soon.
So again, K-State finishes the season 5-7, losing to Iowa State 42-38 from Jack Trice Stadium. I'm Grant Flanders. He's Matt Hall. Don't forget to
Say it for us.
tell your friends.